Hey y'all, this is Toya. You tuned in to Healthy Talks and Walks with Toya, where we are generational curse breakers that are growing in the uncomfortable. Hey y'all! So, real quick, I want to talk about healing and how healing can be hurtful. Healing can be hurtful, guys. I'm sorry to give you that flash. A lot of the times we see people healing and we just see like the product, right? But listen, God said that he would give us beauty for our ashes. Those ashes is the hard work that we have to go through with healing, that hurt that we have to revisit. And I was thinking of this because recently I was talking to someone that's getting ready to embark upon their healing journey over a traumatic situation that happened to them. And just like most of everybody, right, we want to project strength and don't want to show emotion and everything. And I told him, I said, hey, listen, this path is going to be hurtful. It's going to be hurtful. However, I'll be here with you. I'll be here to coach you through it. You don't have to pretend to be strong. You don't have to project any strength. Allow yourself to be weak, first off, so that way we can know that God's strength is strong enough. But also, too, just allow yourself this vulnerable moment in order for you to heal properly. And I also was just letting them know that, hey, this healing will produce fruit that enables you to be a healing or help someone else to heal as well, right? We can't give something that we don't have. And we don't have healing in the area. How can we help someone else? You can fake it till you make it. You know, people say that. But ultimately, if it's fake, it ain't going to really do nothing. I'm just being real with you. Okay? And so I also think of this because for me, I often go back to revisit the trauma as I speak out for domestic violence and losing my sister. I talk about it often. But generally, I don't talk about the process of being able to speak out in that way. I have to go back mentally, emotionally, and go back to that moment in order for me to impact the audience in the way in which I desire to impact them, because I care about their freedom, you know, and in a healthy way. And so I go back there. But each time I go back there, I'm going back as a stronger Toya. And I just want to encourage you that you can go back as a stronger you. I heard it recently from Pastor Dusty. He says that I can't promise you that the weight of your trauma will get lighter, right? He can't promise you that the weight of your trauma will get lighter. However, you will get stronger. Each time you go back to that thing, you're going back as a stronger you. You're going back as a person that's found out new information. You're going back as a more healed version of yourself. And so that trauma may never get lighter, right? Losing that person, somebody molesting you, somebody backstabbing you, being in financial burdens, that trauma of that, a failed marriage, that trauma of what you thought was going to be a way didn't turn out that way may never get lighter. However, as you continue to heal, you can go back as a stronger you. And I thought about this as well because recently I was in some situations and something rose up in me that I thought that was good, right? I've always been an outspoken person. And until recent years, that has not always been celebrated because, hey, I'm a woman and, you know, women need to be quiet and seen and not heard and all that kind of stuff or whatever. And also, too, just because of who I am. God has made me the way he's made me, right? But that hasn't always been accepted or celebrated. And so recently, I was in a circumstance and somebody that I know sort of got overlooked. And it hurt me so bad, right? And it hurt me because I was their friend, but it hurt me so much more because it reminded me of little Toya. It reminded me of the baby Toya in me, the little girl or the adolescent or the person that worked at the prison or, you know, that got overlooked, that wasn't celebrated for who she was because everybody just wanted me to conform who they thought I should be. And so when that got brung up in me and I was wrestling with it like, God, why is this hurting me so bad? And he reminded me, I allowed this to surface in you because I want to continue to heal that in you, right? And sometimes we can get to a certain level in our healing and we think, oh, I'm done with that, right? Until something happens, until someone says something, until you see something on television and it brings up some feelings in you. And for me, I always used to be like, I don't want to regress. I don't want to regress. It wasn't about regression. It was about God just allowing my healing process to take the time that it needs to take. And he allowed it to resurface in me so he can continue to heal the little Toya in me. And part of that is for me not to be so hard on myself and to have grace. I actually wrote a poem on it. And I'm going to share that the next time. But I did just want to let you guys know that healing is hurtful. But on the other side of that hurt, is going to definitely produce fruit that enables you to be impactful in the helping of healing of others, which that's what we all should want to do. We should always want to inspire to help somebody else, especially from our own things. If I can spare you any kind of hurt or pain or trauma or whatever from something I done been through, baby, sign me up, because that's the whole point of this channel. Things that I've learned on my journey to healing. So I hope that this episode helps somebody. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share, because it may bless somebody else. Peace.